So I'll explain a couple things how this works for those of you who've never experienced anything like that. So because I am a medium, I can connect with loved ones on the other side, but it's not like how I communicate with all of you guys. So imagine a day in my life where lots of different things flow in and out, and I'm like, who's this belong to and who's that belong to? It gets a little chaotic. Your spirits come through much like, it's kind of like playing charades, for lack of a better thing to say. Sometimes I'll see pictures, visions, numbers, I'll get names. It's however your relative does best working with me, because they have to communicate with me so that I can understand them. But I will give you kind of an example. I always use the same example because there's no better example. One time I was doing a reading and for this girl, and a male figure came into my mind's eye holding a pair of jeans. Well, she was wearing her brother's jeans who passed away. And that's my validation process. So if I come to you with, thinking I have a message, I make our spirits validate. So it's okay to say, oh yeah, I think you have my so-and-so, but don't tell me their whole life story, because I use that to make them continue to validate. Does that make sense? Now, it's not uncommon when I have a group to be over here and you're like, no, that doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense for you over here. It's okay to interrupt and say, I think that makes sense for me. But all I need you to do is validate, yes, it makes sense, no, it doesn't make sense, and just wait to see if I ask you questions before you tell me a whole bunch. Sound good? All right, so I'm gonna have to go to you though, because I was drawn to you earlier. Who is that? Is that a mom figure for you? Somebody looks just like you though. Do you have a daughter too? Not that's passed, but you do have a daughter. Because I keep getting a daughter, but then I see someone that looks like you too. That's not, you didn't bring your daughter. That's not, you're the daughter? Well, I'm gonna sit by you. How you doing?
Good, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday. Well, I'm gonna say that's your grandfather. Did you know your grandfather?
I did.
Okay, because he's got a few things. My chest is kind of hurting with him. Did he have something going on with his chest though? Heart or lungs? Okay, so it was kind of filled up there. I also have a fever. I don't know if you ran a fever with that or what, but I got like a little bit of a fever going on. What's going on with, hang on a minute. Why do I keep thinking you work with somebody? Do you work with anybody? You guys didn't have a work connection, you and your grandpa or anything, did you? Was that you guys? He worked where? I guess I should have held you the mic. I've never done this before.
He was self-employed. He worked out of the house.
Oh, and so were you with him a lot in the house or something?
Mm-hmm. My grandma watched me.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. He worked out of the house and then you were there all the time. All right. He does want to say happy birthday. And he does know that you think about him. And he does know you miss him. And I don't know if you're dating anybody right now, but should I tell you this? Are you sure?
Yes.
You can do better. I'm so sorry. I got to tell it like they give it to me, okay? So you're not allowed to be mad at me. This is your grandpa. So he says that you can do better. And then I'm holding my stomach a little bit. Do you have any kids yet? Because he keeps showing me baby stuff. And I also keep seeing blue. Is there blue? A boy? Did you lose a boy? Well, know that he's holding it. Like, did you see how my hands rock? I always say pay attention to my body language because sometimes they'll have me do stuff. So he's holding the blue blanket, which represents he's got the soul of your baby boy. Okay? And he knows that life isn't fair sometimes. And sometimes these hard things come down because you have to, it teaches you to keep going. I know it's a sucky, shitty lesson, but you gotta keep going. Did you get a handprint or footprint or something? Because I'm seeing a little hand and footprint. And are you thinking tattoo or do you have a tattoo?
I wanted his footprint along with the footprints prayer as well. I don't have it.
Okay, but that's what you wanted? Well, go get it. Well, know that they're with you. I mean, those souls, they just don't go. Just when the physical body's gone, you just don't die. Your soul lives on. And sometimes it's more about let them tell me things going on in all of your guys' life so that you know that their soul is still with you. Okay? So the fact that you wanted that tattoo of the feet, you better know that the soul of your baby knows that. And, you know, baby souls. Let's talk about a baby soul for a minute because it's an interesting thing. So most people think, oh, it's just a baby. There's no, you know, but that's, a soul is a higher intelligence, but it is growing as the baby part is human. We have to evolve as humans, but that soul is a higher intelligence, and that soul knows things not from a baby level, but from a love level. Okay? So know that it's a hard thing to deal with, but your purpose is kind of big here, and I wouldn't be surprised if you had to go around and help somebody else that went through the same thing you did one day. So I got to give you a hug. Thank you. But your grandpa's going to say you deserve better one more time before he lets me go. I keep asking, do you want to say something to her mom? And he goes, she knows my heart's right here. His world right there.